What's up, everyone? Thanks for joining me for this full body, fairly short foam rolling session. Foam rolling, stretching, recovery is such an important part of your movement, your fitness journey. If you don't have recovery built in, you need to build it. You have to. You're not going to see the results that you want if you don't. So make sure that you save this workout cool down so that you have something in that back pocket, toolbox, whatever. Wow. I will find my words by the end of this, swear to God, so that you can have stuff available to you when you can't think of what else to do. So I have a longer foam roller. You can have a shorter one. It will work for this as well, but you need to make sure that it's kind of on the firmer side. So what you're going to do is you're going to sit on your butt on your mat, bend your knees, plant your feet flat, and then take the roller behind your back so that when you lay down on it, it's right below your shoulder blades. Okay? Take your hands behind your ears with your elbows out wide. We're not going to roll. I'm not that person. I'll explain it in a minute. What you're going to do is drop your chest back and then lift your chest up. And you're going to do that a couple times. And then all we're going to do is just move the roller up a little bit. So you're going to lift your head. You're going to move the roller up closer to the top of your shoulders. So you should feel it more on your shoulder blades now. And you're going to do the same thing. So I do realize in the foam rolling world that rolling the spine directly, move up again, is really popular. If you Google it, it will come up probably first, along with rolling your IT bands. You should never roll skeletal system. So if it's a bone, you shouldn't be rolling front to back on it. You should have about one more here, guys. Whoop, don't fall. There it is, slipping on my sweatshirt. The reason why is because when you roll that bone, you're actually not doing anything for the muscle, and you could cause yourself injury. Nobody has time for that. So now what we're going to do is release our neck. So I got to get my hood out of the way. You're going to scoot down on the roller until your trap muscles, so the very bottom of your neck and the very bottom of your head, come on the roller. Tuck your chin big time. You should feel like your chin is trying to touch your chest. So again, we're not going to roll, but what we are going to do is we're going to look from side to side. So there are a ton of like trigger points and nerve endings in the base of your skull. If you get tension headaches a lot, I would recommend that you do this one daily. So if you find a tight spot, what you're going to do is you're going to hang out on it. You're going to look up, and then you're going to look like down towards your legs. And you're going to trigger point release that tight spot so that you have less neck pain or maybe less tension headaches. I could do this one all day, every day. I could like live here. It feels so good. All right, but we can't because we have other stuff to do. So now what you're gonna, oh, hello, ma'am. Now what you're gonna do is very carefully roll to your left side or whatever side you finished on. It honestly doesn't matter. And we are going to roll our lats and our serratus anterior, but in a different way. So I want you to think the big wing muscles on your back. So you're going to be on the side of the roller, so the roller hasn't changed. You're going to lay down on the roller so that it is right on your ribs. We're not going to roll. Stretch your bottom arm out long, palm faces the sky, and then all I want you to do is turn front to back. So this top hand can do whatever you need it to do. Same idea as what we did before. You're going to edge it up a little bit closer to the armpit and keep going. So if you are one of my people who has trouble getting things overhead and you're finding that triple extension when you lift, it's like super difficult, this is what you want to do to help release those muscles, to get that range of motion of that barbell, or there's dumbbells or the kettlebell or whatever it is that you're pushing overhead, to get overhead properly with your biceps landing by your ears. When you do this one, please be mindful when you get to the armpit, you want to go back behind the armpit a little bit, not on it. And then what we're going to do is just continue with that forward and back rocking motion. So we don't roll out our armpit ever. There's a lymph node there that we don't need to roll. But you can take this roll all the way from the arm, and now we're going to roll front to back to that bottom of your lat. So you're going to feel that spicy spot pretty quickly. And where you need it, pretty quickly. And again, guys, if you've watched the other foam rolling stuff, you don't need a lot. Maybe 3-4 passes on a muscle. Come on up. Let's do the same thing on the other side. before you move on to the next. So conceivably, we're on our right side now, guys. Take that foam roller down low, bottom arm stretches out, and we're front to back. So conceivably, this shouldn't take that long. And it's a really efficient way to release your fascia. Keep moving up at your own pace so that you can actually find more length through all your muscles once that fascia releases. Hello, ma'am. Can I help you? Okay. This is my least favorite one of all time. I injured my AC joint back in like September of 2024. It's never been right. This is the second time I've injured it, and it just has never been right again. And so this one I try to do all the time. Heads up for this. Where your back of your armpit is, so where the arm and the upper back meet, there's a massive trigger point release spot. So if you find that spot, you'll know. You can rub the roller front to back or just hang there and take a couple of deep breaths to get it to release. That's the spot that I need, especially with that AC joint injury. I don't know why releasing that spot helps everything else feel better. And then just do a couple passes on the roll. Fast and furious today. We're going to be going down to the lower body next. Bless. I hate that one. All right, go ahead and come on up. Flip around. All right. Calf first. So I'm going to give you some options with this because we're going to go one leg at a time. If you want this more intense, you're going to take your left leg over your right. If you're like, that's not a thing for me today, it's fine. What I like to do is I like to bend my left knee and put my left foot on the roller and let it help me move the roller. So we're not going to roll front to back. What you're going to do is you're going to roll side to side. So turn your pinky toes out to the side and then turn your big toes in. So all I'm doing is internally and externally rotating my right leg on the roller. Move it up a little bit. Keep going. So the purpose of this is to go across the grain of the muscle so that you can get more release in it. A lot of times we're just rolling front to back, move it up a little bit more. And while that is extremely beneficial, this one helps a lot. Just in a different way. You should be getting more towards the meaty part of your calf. Remember with this one, we're never going to go on the knee, front or back of the knee. Make sure that you're also actively pushing yourself away from the ground with your hands. Don't sink down. You did just open up your upper body, which we will do again in a second, by the way. The last thing is the favorite thing. Oh, this is not the favorite thing. I just got to like breathe and focus. Okay, let's go ahead and switch legs. So the other option that you have with this when you find those tight sticky spots is to rub your leg on the roller, like shimmy it on the roller to help get that to release more. So part of this too is you learning that there's a lot of different things that you can do with that foam roller beyond just the traditional rolling. But we are almost there on this. The calf one I could spend all day on too. My calf muscles are notoriously tight. Fun fact, if you have tight calf muscles, you probably have a tight low back. It me. All right, bring both legs onto the roller. We're gonna roll out our hamstrings. So now when we do this, we are going to externally rotate the roller, or our feet as the roller comes down to our knees, and then internally rotate as the roller goes up towards our butt. So just making sure that we're getting all of the hamstring muscles. You can always sit your butt down and then pick it back up if you need to. One more. All right, flip around so that the roller is in front of you now because we need to get our quad muscles. So hands or forearms onto the mat, that's totally up to you. You're gonna start with the quad muscle down by your knees. And again, all we're gonna do is that side to side motion like we did with the calves. And then you're gonna move it up an inch, closer towards the top of your thighs and keep going. I like with this one to rest my toes down. I feel like it takes tension out of my legs, but that's totally up to you. This one leaves me out of breath too because my quad muscles are tight. Yikes. Make sure you're breathing. Make sure you're actively pushing away from the ground. You should almost feel like you're holding a plank through the upper half of the body, just in a really nice assisted way. And then we're going to roll front to back. So just like we did with the hamstrings, when we roll, I want you internally and externally rotating your legs. So when the roller goes by the knees, turn your big toes in. When the roller goes up towards your thighs, turn the big toes out. One more. All right, go ahead and come all the way in. This is the best one. You're going to turn the foam roller long ways, and then you're going to sit down on your butt on the roller. So if you have a shorter roller, the foam roller is going to go in between your shoulder blades, and your low back and your butt is going to be on the ground, but please make sure the back of your head is supported on the roller. All right, and then we're going to lay all the way down on your back. This is the best one. On the foam roller, so please make sure we're supported. If you have that long roller, all the way from the back of your head down through your tailbone. Take your arms up to the sky. Open your arms out to the side. And then right back up. So what you want to feel with this are your shoulder blades wrapping around the roller, but what I don't want you to have are your ribs popping off the roller. So make sure that you're pushing gently your back down into the roller. Oh, this is my favorite one. I love this one. All right, take your arms up, baby circles. Take your arms back behind you. Be careful with those ribs. Circle them all the way down by your hips, and then do it again. So if you need to bend your elbows at any point with this, go ahead and go for it. No big deal. Go ahead and reverse. If you get knots, muscle knots on the inside of your shoulder blades, like I notoriously do, usually that's a sign that we're keeping the scapula a little too stable. Like when you lift, I want to be surprised. And so stuff like this, getting that scapula, that shoulder blade to move, can help get rid of those knots. And then your tension headaches will go away. I don't know. I have no idea. Take your arms up, bend your elbows out. Now we're going to find a little rotation. So you're going to turn your elbows down towards your feet with the palms facing up towards the sky. Make a W with your arms. And then go back into that bench press position. So finding a little rotation through the shoulder, in its socket, on the roller. Move. On this next one, you're going to find that W position, and you're just going to hang out there. So the goal obviously is to get the back of the hands to touch the ground. Mine aren't. Yours might not be. That's totally fine if they're not. This is why we do this, to open up through that chest. When you lean over all day long, when you're lifting and doing all that stuff, this kind of stuff can't be neglected. So you can stay here as long as you want. I am going to come out of this. Please be mindful if I did any of the rolling that felt particularly delightful to you today, that you can go back to those spots and focus on that. Maybe your body needs a little bit more. And remember that if you have any questions about anything that we did, you can always reach out to me at Lisa Peronzo on Instagram is the easiest way to go. And then make sure that you subscribe below, join our community on Substack. We have an awesome community of like-minded individuals that are waiting for you to join them so that we can all help and support each other on our fitness journey. Thank you again for your time. Make sure that you save this workout so you have it in your toolbox going forward. Have a great day. I'll see you on your mat next time.